So when you made that connection with Peter Young and bring him to the UFC, now did you have any other connections to the UFC at this point? Were you bringing other fighters in? Was there something before that?
Yeah, I actually had a connection to UFC before. I had a Chinese guy that I managed. He was fighting in UFC, Ning Guangyo. He won the Ultimate Fighter China, and I was managing him at the time. But it wasn't like, it was just one guy in UFC. And UFC wasn't expanding at the time to the Russian market and stuff like that. And 2018 was a good timing because they opened the UFC Russia office. They started to make events in Russia. So at the time, we managed like to sign a lot of guys to UFC who are obviously succeeding and fighting there till now.
Yeah, and there's a lot of expanding now. I mean, well, obviously, I mean, like I lived in China. I see what's going on every day, not just from the news, but actually from friends in Shenzhen, and the cities are locked down. And we know the UFC is talking about, I think Shanghai has like a UFC Apex. Are you involved in a little bit of that as well because of how early you've been with these fighters?
I'm not involved with like a UFC PI and stuff because, I'm kind of still, I think it's going to be like more like a conflict of interest, because if I'm involved with PI, I cannot really like manage guys. So I'm kind of try to stay on the managed side of things. But what I do with UFC now is they usually use me when I'm there in Vegas or in the international events. They use me as a translator for Russian and Chinese fighters. That's how some of people know me, because they see me on TV, so they think I'm like a translator for UFC. But I just help them, but it's not my like main job.
Now, as a manager, and you're living in this, the UFC management world, there are characters in it. We got Ali, we got Eric, Captain Eric, that are more popular. Tim Simpson, I mean, he's had a hell of a year too, right? Do you have close relationships with those managers? Do you guys kind of have your own inner circle as well?
I mean, we all know each other. I cannot say that I'm close with all these guys. Of course, managers from the like Kazakhstan, Russian scene, I'm more closer to them. And it depends, Of course, there's competitions, but there's stuff that we can work out together too. And I believe there is market for everyone, and everyone bring different values to the fighters. Obviously, me working with the Russian-speaking fighters, Chinese-speaking fighters, for them having a manager who speaks their own language is more beneficial. And there's like Brazilian managers, Japanese managers.
Exactly.
There's market for everyone.